Hi, my name is Jacob Frears and I am an AMGA Apprentice Rock Guide. Today we are going to talk about building personal tethers and rappel extensions. In this video we're going to focus on a couple of different ways to actually physically build that extension, that anchor, that personal anchor, and then also why we want to know different ways and why it's important to know different ways to attach ourselves to an anchor. This first personal tether that I'm going to show you is very straightforward and very easy, and one I probably use the most. It's going to be just a basket with an overhand on a bite in it. So what you would do is take your double link sling, put it through your tie-in points, and then make sure that on the top and bottom of your tie-in points you have an even amount of cord. With your bar tack down here out of the way. I will take both of those ends and tie that overhand and make sure I snug it up. And then what I would do is take my locker and clip it to my master point. And so here I have a very nice streamlined setup. It's very good at keeping me close to my anchor. Maybe I'm on a hanging rappel or a hanging belay. I need to be up here and close so there's not much of a ledge. And then the way I would attach my rappel device to this is I would come back down here to my belay loop, clip these bottom two pieces of cord, and then I would let that come up and hit the back of my knot. This is a very good option. It's very fast, it's very easy, and it's redundant throughout the whole way. This next personal tether setup is going to use the same material, but it's going to be built a little different. What I'm going to do is take my double link sling again, put it up through my tie-in points, and then I actually want to take the longer end and slide it through that larger, or slide it through the shorter loop. So that way you are girth hitching your tie-in points. What I'm going to want to do next is take my locker and clip it back to my belay loop to where I now have this system right here with the girth hitch to my belay loop. Take these ends, tie that overhand on a bite just like last time, and now I will clip my rappel device to that bite. And then to tether into my anchor, I'll have this piece right here that was clipped to my belay loop that is now my actual anchor tether. This is a really great option. It gives you some more room to move around your station. Maybe you're on a larger ledge, you need to pick up your rope coils for whatever reason. It gives you a little more moving room while still extending your rappel device in a redundant way. This next personal tether we're going to do, again, uses that same material, so we'll still be working with our double link sling. We're going to start the way we started our second tether, which is by coming up through our tie-in points and then girthing that longer strand through the shorter and having this out here. And now here, the only thing we're going to do is go about halfway, maybe a little less than halfway, and tie a knot in the middle of this. And so that way you kind of have these two big loops on either side. You're going to take your locker and then clip it to your master point. And then for this one, on your rappel extension, you'll come in between these strands on the girth hitch and clip to just one of those. This tether is pretty great. It definitely gives you the most working room. So if you have a very large ledge that you want to be able to actually stand and take advantage of using the whole ledge, this is a great option. It obviously is less redundant than our other tethers, so that's something you want to be aware of. And you want to use a cord, either like a nylon cord or an aramid cord instead of a Dyneema, because it's a little less redundant than our other setups. But like I said, it's really great for if you have a large workstation and you're going to need to move around a lot. This next category of tethers we're going to do is a little more, there's more tethers in it. It's not just one thing. It's going to be a specialty style personal tether. You've probably seen the Sterling and the Metolius PAS, the personal anchor system. Petzl makes the Connect Adjust, which is my preferred of the specialties. So I'm just going to show you how it works real quick. Basically, all you do is you take this little loop down here, and you're going to girth your belay loop instead of your tie-in points. You're going to take that and then just clip it to your anchor, and you'd be able to pull yourself in by pulling in this tail. And then if you needed to back out at all, you would just be able to pull back on that little cam right there. It's a really great tool if you're going to be doing a lot of rappelling or a lot of cleaning. It allows you to get very, very comfortable and exactly in the little position, whatever little position you would want. Something that I found as well with the Connect Adjust specifically is that if you're shorter, you know, maybe under 5'5", and you do a lot of cleaning of anchors, this is a really great tool to have in your toolbox. It's going to make it a lot easier of an experience for you. So like I said in the intro, the last thing I want to do is give you a couple different reasons why you're going to want to know multiple different ways to build a personal tether and to extend your rappel device. One is going to be comfort. Rappelling is normally very uncomfortable. If you're coming off of a multi-pitch and you're doing a lot of rappels in a row, and you choose a very close-in setup for when you have a big ledge, it's really uncomfortable and it's not going to make your day any more fun. Two is probably the most important. You never know what you're going to have on your harness when you get to the top of your route. You could get to the top of your route and maybe have used your normal rappel extension device, and so you're going to have to know how to use something else. And then three is going to be efficient. Something I like to say is the more you know, the less you need. So if you know how to use the equipment you have very well, you won't have to have something with you at all times, and you'll be able to make work what you have with you. Last thing to remember is all of this stuff takes a lot of time and a lot of practice, and you need to remember to have patience with yourself and with your partners.